Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm WBZ Next Weather Meteorologist Terry Eliasen with a very important nor'easter update. It continues to rage on out there. We've got a windswept rain, mostly along the coastline, the heaviest gusts peaking over 50 miles per hour. Let's get you right to the latest. Again, we have several hours left of rainfall along the coastline. It continues through early tomorrow morning. We also have some awfully big waves and gusty winds along the coastline. We'll see gusts peaking about 40 to 50 this afternoon and then slowly dying down. And we will watch one more round of coastal flooding between, say, 3 and 7 p.m. today. Should be minor, though. Look at our current radar, and you'll see green all over eastern Massachusetts. It's absolutely lit up. Nothing all that heavy. I don't see certainly any embedded thunder or any heavy downpours, but it's just a steady light to moderate rainfall continuing here across all of central and eastern Massachusetts. Look at some of these rainfall totals. Kingston almost to 5 inches of rain. And we're not even done yet. We're averaging about probably 1 to 4 inches across southeastern Mass, with a couple of those spots like Kingston, Duxbury, Plymouth, now between 3 and 5 inches. I wouldn't be shocked by when all is said and done tomorrow morning if we approach 6 or 7 inches in a couple of those areas. That's the nor'easter sitting off of the Jersey coastline. As you can see, spinning all that rainfall up and over into New England. It's really the difference between that low and the high up in eastern Canada. That's why the winds are funneling in here so well. And that front to our west is going to eventually just kick all this out of here, but not for another 24 to 36 hours. Futurecast shows rain basically continuing over eastern Mass the rest of this afternoon into this evening. You can see little sort of specks of maybe moderate to heavier showers, but for the most part, what you see is what you get out there through tomorrow morning. I think the rain will be lessening tomorrow morning, but overall, I still think some drizzle, some mist will be in the air for just about all of central and eastern Massachusetts through the morning tomorrow. It's going to take until tomorrow late afternoon or evening before we start to feel drier and perhaps even see a nice sunset in some of the areas well to the north and west. So additional rainfall from here on out through tonight and early tomorrow morning, about 1 to 2 inches again across the coastline. And again, those are the areas that have been hit hardest already. So places like Kingston, Duxbury, Plymouth, where they already have close to 5, I could see another 1 to 2 inches of water in the next 24 hours. You can see lesser amounts in central and western Mass, just kind of a showery, drizzly kind of day or two here coming up out that way. Peak wind gusts mostly in the 50s and mostly at the immediate coastline and Cape. We did have one gust over 60 in Wellfleet. Boston has been pretty consistently in the 40s over the last 24 hours. A pretty stiff northeasterly wind continuing here, and again through tonight as well. The National Weather Service has that wind advisory up through 8 p.m. and again, that's for gusts reaching as high as 50 miles an hour over the Cape and the islands. Currently, though, we're seeing just that, mostly 30s and 40s for wind gusts, and we will see that occasional 45 to 50 mile an hour gust this afternoon before winds start to slowly die down. This is a good graphic to show you sort of how we're peaking, or we have peaked with the gusts, and they'll be slowly diminishing here over the next 24 to 36 hours. So every 5-6 hours or so, you see we chop, say, 5 or 10 miles an hour off the wind, and eventually by tomorrow afternoon, and certainly by tomorrow night and Wednesday morning, we're back to more sort of regular feel to the air, and all those gusts will be pretty much gone. Same thing over Cape Cod and the islands. Again, peaking this morning and midday today, and slowly 5 or 10 degrees come off every 6 hours or so. So again, the next 6 to 12 hours, we'll keep those peak gusts in the 30s and 40s, and after that, they'll be diminishing. The coastal flood advisory, again, between 3 and 7 p.m. today. If you live on the coastline and you've seen some minor flooding over the last couple high tide cycles, you'll probably see a little bit again today. This will be the last really concerning high tide cycle. It's still minor, but we will see additional beach erosion and a little bit of inundation on some of those shore roads again this afternoon at high tide. But after that, we don't expect any more coastal issues. Tomorrow, after those morning showers, again, we're just sort of mostly cloudy and cool, maybe a few breaks late in the day. Wednesday is when we really start to get back to business here, up in the low 60s with some returning sunshine. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday all look really nice, albeit on the cool side. Temperatures a little bit below average, with the high cresting sort of right over to the south of us later this week. Saturday, if you want to already talk about next weekend, Saturday we'll probably have a warm front coming through, so I wouldn't be shocked to see a cloudier day on Saturday, maybe with a sprinkle. But Sunday, at this point, is looking insane. It could be well into the 70s on Sunday if we get into the warm sector here. So an early pick for the weekend would be Sunday, but let's get through the next 24 to 36 hours first. We're still into that next weather alert through tomorrow, again, for a windswept rain and then much quieter conditions by mid to late week. So very important that you stay tuned to the forecast over the next 24 hours or so. Jacob Wyckoff will be in tonight with an important update at 5 and 6, and Jason Michael back in tomorrow morning as we hopefully will start to wind things down by then. For now, have a good rest of your afternoon and stay safe.